I know we're only a few months into 2025, but I think I know what the best smartphone of the year is going to be. It's an enormous phone with an incredibly powerful processor, terrific cameras, long-lasting battery life, fast charging, and one of the best Android skins that you can get. Did you think I was talking about the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra? No. I'm talking about the OnePlus 13. The Samsung phone might be the more popular choice, but this is the phone I think Android fans should be looking at this year. It represents everything that Samsung could be doing with the Galaxy line, but doesn't. One of the most notable features of the OnePlus 13 is its battery, which is a silicon carbon design. This is very different from what you'll find in most other smartphones, which have graphite-based lithium-ion batteries. Those are fancy chemistry terms, but what you really need to know is with a silicon carbon battery, they are more energy dense than lithium ion, which means you can fit more battery power in without the battery needing to get physically larger. This enables for the phone to be thinner. In fact, the OnePlus 13 is thinner than the OnePlus 12, even though it has 10% more battery power to it. The OnePlus 13 battery is also more energy efficient than other smartphone batteries. That means when you combine it with the fact that it has more power to it, you get a battery that lasts way longer than most other smartphones on the market today, including the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So why doesn't Samsung use this technology? The OnePlus 13 came out in December of 2024, and the Galaxy S25 series came out in February of 2025. So it's not like Samsung didn't have access to this technology, it just decided not to use it for whatever reason. When the OnePlus 13 does run low on power, you don't need to worry. Here in the United States, it charges at 80 watts, which is almost twice as fast as any Samsung phone on the market. To make things even better, inside the box with the OnePlus 13 is a charger that gives you those 80 watt speeds. Speaking of this, can we bring that back? Can we put the chargers back into the box with the phone again? If you think we should bring that back, jump down in the comments and let me know. And while you're down there, why not like and subscribe? Anyway, if you don't like charging with a cable and you want to charge wirelessly instead, the OnePlus 13 is also great in that regard. It charges at up to 50 watts, which is 3 times as fast as any other Samsung phone on the market. Of course, you're going to need an appropriate charger that supports those speeds, but assuming you get one, you can charge at 50 watts, which is crazy fast. Ultimately, there's nothing stopping Samsung from offering similar charging speeds for all of its flagship smartphones. It might be because the Galaxy Note 7 fiasco from a bunch of years ago, where those phones were exploding because of bad batteries, that's preventing Samsung from taking that leap. But really, there's nothing stopping Samsung from offering these things. It just doesn't. Most people watching this know that the OnePlus 13 and the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra have basically the same processor, which is the Snapdragon 8 Elite. They also probably know that the Galaxy S25 Ultra has a slightly overclocked version of the chipset, which theoretically should give it a slight edge over the OnePlus 13. In our testing though, this doesn't pan out. In these numbers, you can see that the OnePlus 13 is actually more performant than the Galaxy S25 Ultra in this benchmark. Of course, the OnePlus 13 had to get hotter to get there, but when it comes right down to raw power, OnePlus 13 and the Galaxy S25 Ultra are basically the same. So you're not really getting more by picking one over the other. Even if you ignore all of that, OnePlus did figure out an objective way to make the OnePlus 13 better at performance than the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and that's through RAM. The OnePlus 13 here in the United States goes all the way up to 16 gigs of RAM. But here in the United States again, the Galaxy S25 Ultra only goes up to 12 gigabytes. This is ironic because Samsung is very invested in the Galaxy AI features of its smartphones, which are heavily dependent on RAM. Meanwhile, the OnePlus 13 doesn't have nearly as many AI features, but has more RAM. It's really strange when you think about it, but once again, this is the decision that Samsung has made for its phones this year. One of the most significant things about the OnePlus 13 though is how much you get and how little you'll pay for it. Here in the US, the entry tier model for the OnePlus 13 comes in at $899, which is $100 less than what you'll pay for the Galaxy S25 Plus, and a whopping $400 less than the Galaxy S25 Ultra. So you're getting basically the same performance, better battery life, faster charging, and great cameras for $400 less. How can you ignore that? I realize that there are lots of other reasons why you might want a Samsung phone over a OnePlus phone. Maybe you need the S Pen. Maybe you need 2 telephoto lenses on the back. Maybe you like One UI better than OnePlus's Oxygen OS. Maybe your carrier doesn't support OnePlus phones, which is a big thing here in the US. Whatever the reason might be for picking Samsung over OnePlus, you can't deny, though, that Samsung is dropping the ball when it comes to introducing new and better technologies to its phone, and OnePlus is delivering on those. But what Samsung fans really need to be asking themselves here is, why doesn't the Galaxy S25 Ultra have a silicon carbon battery? Why doesn't it charge at 80 watts with a cable and 50 watts with a wireless charging pad? Why doesn't it have more RAM? And most importantly, why does it still cost $1,300 when the OnePlus 13 offers all of those things for much, much less money? I realize there are no straightforward answers to these questions, but I do want to call Samsung out here for this. But I also want to know what you think. Do you think that OnePlus is way ahead of the game and the OnePlus 13 is going to be the best phone of the year? Or do you think that the Galaxy S25 Ultra is still plenty competitive against something like the OnePlus 13? Jump down in the comments and let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.